I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? Can we get along?
Little people, why can't we all just get along?
Shalom. First of all, I'd like to start by giving all great honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakdash. Double honors that teaches the lesson of us of great millstone, likewise, where to spread out this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly, feeding and sheep and do brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson is titled, There Will Be No Truce Between the Righteous and the Wicked. Before we go any further here, let's take a look at the word truce, and it means a truce is a temporary agreement between opposing parties to pause fighting, arguing, or hostilities. It serves as a brief time out to allow combatants or disputing individuals to catch their breath, negotiate terms, or arrange humanitarian efforts. And as far as we can remember, there's never been a truce between Esau, the so-called white man, and the Hebrew Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, and Hispanics, whose seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. In fact, let's go into Amos 3, and 3 reads, Can two walk together except they be agreed? And the answer to that is no. You see, Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, is wicked. And Jacob are the righteous, even though Jacob, so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, and Hispanics, do wicked things, but still, we are the chosen people of the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Now, a lot of people will probably disagree and go, well, that was a long time ago when Esau was doing all these bad things like that. Newsflash, perhaps you haven't turned on the TV lately, or you haven't looked around your neighborhood, or even looked within yourself and how you're living, and see the results of when you have the wicked in rulership. His eyes are privy set against the poor. Who's the poor? The so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, and Hispanics. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5. That's our verse when it reads, But of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know that perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should not overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that's why we are the watchmen. You see, people think that we're hostile to the so-called white people because we don't want to get along when it's convenient to them. When they're feeling the hell or catching the hell or catching the judgments that's being placed on them right now, pursuant to Deuteronomy 30 and 7, we're somehow black supremacists or brown supremacists, or we're somehow, fighting against the system. The system has not been there for us or benefited us. And we have an understanding as watchmen that we were placed here as a punishment. This is temporary, And when you look out the history book, which the so-called white man, Esau the Edomite, has proudly put into his, books and his movies and all of that, and his statues and, landmarks that show what? His conquest of us, his superiority over us. Why in hell would we want to have a truce with this man when we know that a Mashiach has got our back? And he's going to return real soon. So we're not like the rest of our brothers and sisters out there in the world that's hoping, for a peace treaty, that is hoping, that this violent man will suddenly put down the sword. No, he must continue doing what he's doing to us, to bring forward the prophecies when our king, the Mashiach, returns and put him down. In fact, let's go to Isaiah 31 and verse 5. It reads, As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, defend Jerusalem. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. And Jerusalem is a people before a place. So that's all the elect that's going to be defended. Those of us who are not looking for a truce, who's not looking to shake hands with our oppressor, our murderer, our rapist. Okay? We are looking and earning and praying for the day that the Lord Yahweh Shai destroy this man, okay, off the face of the earth and destroy his kingdom with it. So we're not interested, okay, in a truce, okay, or peace treaty, okay? And you Jakes who have, have your mindset towards that, okay, what is the end results? You're being thrown in cages. You're being locked up like animals, like in a kennel in these internment camps. You're filling up the prison system. You're being shot down in the street. Is that a peace treaty? When have we had any peace since we've been here in Great Babylon, America, or even across this earth? Never. Okay? Let's go into Jeremiah 51 and start verse 19. It reads, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the form of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemashai, is his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces a chariot and his rider. The Lord is going to use us to subdue these nations. Okay? So does that sound like some type of truce or peace treaty? You think Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach, who we ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is coming back in great power and glory? People fainting and dying just at the sight of the amount of those chariots coming through the heavens. You think he's coming back to say, okay, Esau, let's sit down and let's talk about a peace treaty, a truce. You don't touch my people and I won't touch yours. No. It's going to be a bloodshed unlike anything the world has ever witnessed or seen. Okay? And the Lord is going to use that. I pray to Yahweh Shai that he use me for that. Because I desire it. I long for it. I dream about it. I pray for it. And I know all the other brothers there do too. Okay? This is Romans 9 and 21. It reads, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Okay? We are the vessel of honor, created in the likeness of Yahweh Shai. Okay? We have the spirit of righteousness. Esau is a vessel of dishonor. Okay? A disgusting, vile beast. We're not afraid of you. Okay? We're not afraid of them. There's not going to be a truce. We don't want a truce. You can't fool us. We're not played by all your trickery. We know what is going to happen next. Okay? It's a rigged game. It's already predestined for us to have the victory. You have no chance in hell, okay, or earth or heaven on ever defeating the righteous Esau. Okay? So we don't have to bow down to you. We don't have to seek a peace treaty with you. Okay? Let's go to Genesis 25 and 23, which describe how we are compared to you. It reads, and the Lord Yahweh Shai said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people should be separated from thy bowels, and the one people should be stronger than the other people. An elder should serve the younger. You hairy Edomites came out first. Okay? Esau is the elder. Okay? He came out first, but he will serve the younger, which is Jacob, 12th tribe of Israel. So you can see right here, the Lord Yahweh Shai made us stronger than you. Okay? Now, you have, okay, when you look at the balance scale here, we outweigh you in righteousness. Okay? Redemption. You outweigh us in carnality. You have all the weapons of war, all the wealth for now. But compared to what we are going to get, this is absolutely nothing. Okay? We go into Ezekiel 25 and start verse 14. It reads, and I will lay vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord, power. So does that sound like a truce to you? No. Okay, the Lord is going to give us the ability, okay, to stomp you, beat you down, okay, put rods of iron around your neck, okay, or a yoke of iron around your neck, enslave you, okay, and it's all going to be righteous. Okay, so there's no need, okay, for any Hebrew Israelite, to think about peace treaty or a truce. You're evil. You're unrighteous. Okay, you're an abomination. Okay, you're a vile creation. Okay, so the righteous will not, okay, be walking side by side with you. Okay, or sharing our inheritance with you. When we go into the book of Job 20 and verse 22, because even our 2/3 are going to come up against you. Okay, once they realize they are not benefiting from you. It reads, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he's about to fill his belly, power shall cast a fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he's eating. Okay, your own people are going to come against you. But Jake, the 2/3, okay, the ones that you've, have their mind set towards you, you're tricking them. They believe in every word that comes out of your mouth because it's smooth like butter. Guess what? They're going to even try to come and lay hands on you. And we're talking about you elites, okay? We're not talking about the 9-to-5 broke ass Charlie, okay? Or the Edomites out there, so-called white people out there, okay, that are struggling, being ignored, that are living on the streets right now. You have no power. We're talking about your earthly gods, these elites, okay? When we go into Jeremiah 30 and start verse 6, because no matter how you look at it, Esau, your job as a hireling is to do what? Persecute and oppress the children of Israel. You cannot help yourself. There will never be a truce. The Lord Yahweh Shemashai does not want peace between us. Okay? It reads, ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail a child. Wherefore do I see every man with the sands on his loin as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Why? Because of the wickedness of this man. You have his Gurga troop, his robots, he has a system set up that is so harsh, okay, that men are going to be like women, okay? He's going to be killing at will. Jake's getting thrown in these internment camps, beat down, shot down, okay? That all that legislation and all that laws and rights that, that Jake's have come to enjoy or think, okay, that they have, that all will come to an end. And it's going to happen very, very soon. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Whether you want to believe you're a Hebrew Israelite or not, okay, if your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, you are going to be in a situation where it's going to become very apparent that you're a target. And you're a target because 2/3 of our people have to be eliminated. That is what the Lord Yahweh Shemashai is going to allow this man that sometimes like to reach his hands out and say, I love you. Let's have peace. Can't we all get along? Okay? At the same time, he's going to put a knife to your throat and cut it or hang you from a tree. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 16. Because we are all in the mix of this. Okay? The difference is the righteous will be provided for. But those who are unrighteous, or those who are not serving the Lord Yahweh Shai in sincerity and truth, you're going to be a part of this. Okay? And this is going to be all nation and tribe, particularly between the so-called white people and the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos and Hispanics. It reads, for there shall be sedition amongst men, and awaiting one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay? It's going to become a blame game. Okay? How did our mighty kingdom fell? It's because of these blacks. It's because of these browns, these wetbacks. Okay, a man shall decide to go into a city and should not be able, but because of their pride, the city should be troubled and houses should be destroyed, and men should be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Whether you live in a so-called white community or not, you Jakes are going to go out there and you're going to attack them for what they have. Okay? The same with the so-called white people. They're going to look at wealthy black neighborhoods and Latino neighborhoods or cities or towns. Okay? And they're going to go and pillage. They're going to go take. Okay? We know this is going to be also amongst the tribes. And everybody it's like a battle royal. But in particularly, this is going to become really a war between the races or the tribes, so to speak. Okay? Mainly against Esau and Jacob. We can close with Revelation 18 and 6, because how can we have a truce when we have been commanded to this? It reads, reward her has she rewarded you? What can we think of the reward that we got? Hanging from trees, beatings, lynchings, okay, raped, okay, sodomized, buck breaking, and probably a host of things that we haven't seen yet, that we're probably going to learn of in our upgraded bodies that we're going to get. And double unto her, double according to her work. So, that's going to be something else, huh? In the cup which she had filled to in her double. Okay, filled to her double. Okay, so we're commanded to do that. So how can there be a truce? The only ones that desire truce are the ones that don't believe that they are the chosen people of the Lord Yahweh Shai. They don't serve him, they don't fear him, and instead they rather cozy up to the enemy, who at any moment is going to gobble them up. So this has been, there will be no truce between the righteous and the wicked. Lord willing, let us have Father to close up by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.